Facebook. I'm coming in. Hey, everybody. How y'all like my shirt? Isn't this wonderful? Okay, so I had to say something here before we get started. I don't want this to go away. And so I'm going to give you my introduction. I'll drop it on Instagram afterwards, but we're on Instagram too over here, but I didn't push the button yet. Hey, everybody. Hey, Facebook. Happy Monday. I know the time is very getting late, 3:29. And I was supposed to come in maybe in about 30 minutes, and so the phone rung, and I needed to get on and do a virtual real quick. I'm at this all day long. And so I'm sitting here in my little home office and dealing around with little things that I need to do personally. You know, I don't know nobody that's in business have an outside office and a little home when they can deal around with stuff and keep little stuff in this pocket and that one. And so that's what I do, and trying to get stuff like, did you get out and exercise? I got out and exercised. Okay, we gonna get through that. Robin Whitfield, CEO of the Healing House, nonprofit corporation, right here in Atlantic City and in Atlanta as well, registered like that. And so we're just trying to give back, and we've been around since May of 2014. And so if you read the edits anywhere, Google it, look on the platform, all that wonderful stuff, you'll find out a lot about the Healing House Life Center. But the main one, if you want to know a little bit about us, then go on over there to YouTube. It's called The Loop at Robin Whitfield's TV. Very authentic account, and I like that. And so, yeah, so I came on to talk about a few things today. This is The Loop at Robin Whitfield's TV, and I'm sitting here and I'm trying to get some things done. But first I want to start off with this, and this is Patty Jackson at the WDAS, and she's on Instagram, okay? I'm going to hold this.
I do not need to be phone. Not on my watch. I said, well, where's the chair going? You went that way, the chair went this way. This is the bonus. Auntie and Toya. And I forgot what the hell we talking about. Embracing you. Oh, wait. Why they out threatening Marvin Sapp? Pastor Marvin Sapp, why they threatening him? Y'all gotta stop this. Y'all can't, you may not like the message, you may not understand. The church be needing money. Now he kind of went about it all wrong.
Okay.
What's it doing?
Okay. So, I want her to say that part.
Off $20. Nowadays, people film everything, so you got to be careful. Sir, everything is filmed. Marvin, I think he kind of went about it wrong, but if you don't know the church workings, you're never going to understand. And I've been telling people, I'm not arguing about this. No, because you are supposed to tithe. You absolutely.
I'm telling you. So I'm going to comment on that, and then we can get started. And I've been wanting to comment about Marvin Sapp for a while, you know. And I don't know why people go around talking about who taking what offering, or it's talking about, you know, because I don't know the whole story, but I'm going to tell you how I feel about it, because I'll be listening to Patty Jackson, and she keeps me updated on all the news while I'm trying to work my business here. And so, I'm going to tell you something about raising an offering and money, because this stuff is getting out of hand and people just want to disgrace God's house and stuff. I ain't never been in no church, and I was in a church that we raised the offering. We had chicken dinners. We did it all. Nowadays, Texas, all around the world, people need to lock their church doors when they taking an offering. People want to tip out, put their finger up. My kids got to go to the bathroom. All this running around, and you counting money. I don't believe Marvin Sapp said it in that way. Did he put handcuffs on anybody? Because he locked the door and required for no one to get up. And I didn't heard that 100 times since I was a kid. Don't get up. We're raising an offering. Stay in your seats and close the door. So everybody want to put it on Instagram. They want to put it on Facebook and try to disgrace this guy about an offering he took. And disgrace God house. Listen, people raise offerings in their church how they want to raise the offering. Nobody walked out of there dead. Nobody got shot. He did not tie nobody up. And so why is this stuff going around on Instagram about Marvin Sapp and what he did to raise an offering in his church? I think it's so stupid, it's unbelievable. Because every church has to run on finances. Okay? And you can't make nobody give. You can't make nobody give $1. And so that's why a lot of churches around here and all over the world is closing, because people don't give. They don't give. And then when they find a few people that's giving or trying to run their church to keep God's house up, then they want to put it on social media. Nobody is talking about the butts and the booties and all this other stuff that's on social media, but they want to disgrace God's man and his church. I'm telling you, I don't even want to discuss it and talk about it, because I didn't heard that all the time. Sit down and stop walking all over the place while I'm trying to count money and trying to ask for people to give, because only ones that's talking is the people that don't give. The people that don't give back is the ones that's on here talking and stuff. Ask them for $1 and see if they give it to you. But they want to disgrace a man that's trying to raise money to keep God's house functioning. That man did not shoot nobody or put no handcuffs to make somebody come in. Because when you tell them to sit down, guess what they do? Keep walking out. Keep walking right out the door. They don't listen to what you're saying. So stop running that on social media. Say a prayer and stop having that stuff going all around on YouTube, Facebook, and all over the place, because Marvin Sapp didn't do it for that. He didn't. Nobody is talking about Donald Trump and the stuff he doing. Nobody's saying that. Nobody's talking about what all the disgrace and stuff. And I'm going to tell you something. That's what we need to be talking about, what Donald Trump is doing. Because I'm going to tell you something. When I was sick, I didn't care who went with who, or I needed to be healed. And I was right there in Atlanta. And all these pastors that's on social media, all those ones, I needed to hear a word when I was sick. The social media needs prayer on social media. Not all this other stuff all the time. You know, I don't mind coming on doing music and stuff and doing that kind of stuff, but God comes first. He does. You know, so I had to address that issue, because, you know, I be on social media all the time. All the time, you know, and this social media will run you nuts. But God is the one that kept my mind and kept my peace. Everybody sees you around the world when you come on, you know. So, you know, we got to stop all this stuff of talking about who raising money and the Marvin Sapp and this and that, because it wasn't done like that. I don't even have to be there and know it wasn't. I know it wasn't done like that. That man is not going to do that. And stop putting that stuff out, making people feel bad on social media. They feel terrible about that. Prayer need to stay on social media. I thank God for the loop at Robin Whitfield's TV, and Rufus up there praying while I'm trying to take care of business. All week I never take his pen down, because Divine Hope at Twilight needs to stay on social media, whether it's 5 minutes, whether it's the daytime. It can be afternoon. It's Divine Hope at Twilight. It's not a church, so you don't have to, this church, it's a social media pod that he comes in his own design and how he wants to do it. Whether it's night, day, noontime, don't schedule it, because he's coming on. And that's how it is, you know. And so we ask for donations. We ask for things, because the Bible says ask. And all this, well, he didn't ask to lock the door. Was you in there? Was you there when he locked the doors? Then don't talk about it. I'm telling you something, because I'm a Christian. I've been in church. I grew up in church. I was right there in Atlanta. I know about those big, huge churches that we really don't have. Not one big one like that in Atlantic City. Every church you ride around in Atlanta is big churches, huge ones, with thousands of people in there, thousands. It's hard to run those kind of churches and trying to keep it up and ask for donations and people coming around putting $1 in the church. You want God's house to run like I want my business to stay. And you got people around here trying to block people from having businesses. but they don't know, it makes you stronger. So to God be the glory, and shout out to Marvin Sapp. You stay strong, because people talk about you and they tell lies on you all over the world. We got some big lies around here. I'm telling you, you do. And that ain't nothing but the devil. So thank you for tuning in for that. So I wanted to talk to you about some wonderful things about finances. I just talked to Chase Bank today, and the gentleman came on and he showed me how to use the merchant machine and stuff, and I'm so grateful for that. I was looking for my little merchant machine, and so it's wonderful. I'm so excited about that. And shout out to Sam and Chase Bank and Austin and all those wonderful people at Little Egg Harbor. And so I'm trying to find my machine, because I wanted to show you guys that, and I don't know where that little machine is. Oh my goodness. Do you know where my machine is? Had it up here, my little machine. Wanted to show you guys the machine. I ain't worried about Instagram. I'll do it later. I put the thing on Instagram. So here it is. It was charging. Okay. So I'm gonna uncharge it. Okay, and I got a chance to know it. This is the merchant machine. It's wonderful. I'm telling you, I'm so excited about that. And so it tells you all little things, and it has Chase Bank on it, and it tells you, he went through, the customer service went through and showed me how to use it, and we did Zooms and all that, and it's wonderful. And so your nonprofit, you can have one of these machines to raise money, to give back to the AIDS Health Foundation in Atlanta, and in Atlantic City, New Jersey, South Jersey AIDS Foundation, and all that wonderful stuff. And they keep you up on information in your community to help and give back to these individuals. You got veterans that need housings and need help with the AIDS Foundation and all that. It's a lot of people we can give back to. But my question is, who do you give back to in your agency? Who do you give back to? It's hard when you're not having funding to get back, but we have people in our community that's hollering that they're a nonprofit corporation and they got funding. They get funding. And you don't hear nothing about who they giving back to. They have these events and don't give back to nobody. And all this time, the Healing House Life Center Church been giving back. That's why I don't tell me about my machine. Handle your business and I can handle my business. When I go out and do events, don't come up to my table talking about, you selling that? Can you take care of your business, please? Because this is my business. Thank you very much. That's very important, because people come up to you and try to tell you about what you're doing in your business and can't even take care of theirs. So that's important. And I'm saying it in the most respectable way that I could say it, because last year in 2024, it was ridiculous. And this year, we're starting off on a new a level here in our community. People should not be allowed to come up and tell people what to do with their business, and they ain't doing nothing with theirs. Not a thing. They ride off of your ideas, they ride off of everything, and then they want to come up and tell you how to do it when they already took your idea. Anytime you have an idea, or anything that God give you, get a notary and put it to it. And learn how to get notaries online notaries. If you can't get out to get one, get an online one if you sending emails to different ones. Because you look, if they're going to keep it. And they copy it and use it. That's what they do. So here you have, they teach you how to do same day voids and cash returns. That's why they have the Salvation Army, and they have all these other things, the thrift stores. Those CEOs make six figures. They make six figures, and they have a merchant machine, and they're non-profit. I've been asking this question, but nobody gives it to you. So you got to go ask and talk to your CPA. Mark Binder is the top of the line in New Jersey. Thank you, Mr. Binder. Thank you, Bobby. I work close with my CPAs, and it's very important. You know, it's very important. I shout out to the CRDA. They gave us funding, $3,500. And I'm so elated because the self-certification forms, hopefully if we get the grant for the 2025 physical year to 2026 physical year, that don't start until July. So we haven't heard if we got that grant yet. We haven't heard it. So if we get that grant, then we'll have more funding to go out. If we don't get it and they don't choose our agency, then guess what? We just don't have the funding. And we got to keep on to finish this year. So that's why I'm trying to start raising. All our events are paid events during the day. And at the last 2 hours, 10 people from Atlantic City get in, and the rest of the people have to pay, whether it's choir rehearsal or not. You know, it's very important. It's only $10, but it's something. And something is better than nothing in the evening. It's like a dues for choir rehearsal. Thank God we're starting a choir here. The AC Hope Community, the AC Hope, the AC Hope Community Choir of Atlantic City, New Jersey. The AC Hope Community Choir of Atlantic City, New Jersey. And God knows Rufus is qualified to do it. And God told me to tell everybody around the world. I already know He told me. I don't have to tell you what Daddy, don't hear them. There's somebody listen to this. Do it yourself for the next 6 months. Work smart, not hard. Thanks, Will Smith. Work smart, not hard. Do it yourself for the next 6 months. Start paying people after July. Up until July, do it yourself. That's right. And watch how many expenses you lose. And watch how much money you save. I don't care if you're a millionaire. You can be a millionaire and make a lot of money and have a lot of money in the bank. Do it yourself for the next 6 months. And watch how much money you have. People don't want you to talk about money, but that's what they need, money. They need money to be able to get food, buy books, and go back to school. Now, the big, huge thing, and I'm about to get off of this. This is huge to me. Maybe don't, but this is really huge. With this merchant machine, I was allowed, the Chase Bank gave me $500 after I spent a certain amount. We get a perk of $500 to be able to be applied to our account. You know what I'm doing? The first thing I said, wow, I'll be able to have half the money I need to give to Mercer County Community College for the young man to go to school way before August. My head instantly think that. Instantly, I can't help it. And I said that on the phone while he was saying. He said, "Oh wow." I said, "Yes. If I sell this amount and I make money at the door and I put this in and use the machine, if I get up to a certain amount, whether it's $1,000 within 2 months or $3,000, they're gonna give within 90 days. They're gonna give me $500 added to my account, and I can take that $500 and give it back to somebody to help them go to school. Isn't that wonderful? That's exciting to me. I get somebody say, "It ain't exciting." Well, it's exciting because why? We give back. We give back. Take a look at the itinerary. Don't think the AIDS Foundation ain't on there, because right there in Atlantic City, we're giving back. We're coming to Atlanta on the 6th. I say it like it is because only God could bring us. If I say I'm coming, then I trust and believe on God that He's going to take us. Stuff is subject to change. But that don't mean you got to give up. You just keep working at it. The flyer is changing. Things is changing. And so you got to wait. Right now, I got all kind of logos. I'm still working on my website. I haven't even launched the website yet, because different things are changing with staff. So you got to do that. I got some people saying they on staff, some people saying this, and that. But guess what? I can't wait for you, and I can't stop to teach that. I can't. So that's why everybody need to handle their own business. Everybody need to know what they're doing with their business and come on as agency members and keep it moving. If you got a business, go ahead and apply for your funding, because I don't know what you do with your business. I'm trying to take care of mine. So that's important, and I come on and I talk that way because that's the way I talk. And so all you guys, I thank you for tuning in for this. I'm so excited, and it tells you how much percentage and all that kind of stuff, and how you can do void returns and transactions. That's important. I didn't know nothing about that. I went all this time trying to find out about, hey, how could we make money to give money back? Because I want to run my business right. I don't want to be in no mess with owing this and owing that. It's a small entity, a small business that's trying to grow in the community. And so God made a way. Only God could do this. He made a way to put something in somebody's hand that want to give something back. And nobody can stop it. Nobody but the Lord. The Lord does it. So that's it. So don't waste your time trying to get up in the morning. Somebody sent me an email right here in this community and said, come on, you members, let's go out. Today is the day we're volunteering. Well, come on over here, because I already know who you is, and get out there and volunteer, because it's all wet in the community. And who does that? Keep your emails to yourself. Then I had another email come on. And the young lady said this, and that. I said, well, go ahead and do it yourself, because I can't do that. And they keep coming, and they keep coming, and they keep coming like that. And then so what happens is you spend over a year with them in the meetings, and now they think you don't know who they are. Then they have a missing screw, not you. I'm saying somebody have one. If you don't think somebody know who you are. So what do? You don't waste your time. You keep going. And you keep going and go ahead. Because something must be good if you taking your time to come and bother me in emails and try to distract me. And something must be. There's something wrong. So I do appreciate you guys tuning in. I had to cut that phone off. And also, thank you for allowing me to come on with the loop at Robin Whitfield's TV. God gave me this. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to close this down. And I'm going to get off this just a second, you guys. Okay. We at the point now where... Just a minute. I do thank you for tuning in, so I'm going to turn this down. And now, if they want to call, it's deleted. So I want to thank you for tuning in to The Loop at Robin Whitfield's TV. It's so wonderful to be on here. And shout out to Mary J. Blige. She on my she on my page. She's doing this. She tuned up to. Hello. Hey, could you stop calling, please? Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day. Bye. Goodbye. Okay, so I do thank you for doing that, you guys. So I'm trying to turn this down like that. Now, okay. So let me make sure that so that one's down. So anyway, thank you for tuning in to The Loop at Robin Whitfield's TV. And y'all stay cool out there, because it's very important with the COVID that you wash your hands. And you also make sure that you wear a mask. Also make sure that you don't talk in people's face and cough in people's face. Until this stuff get controlled in our government and we get the right information that we need to continue to stay safe and healthy in our community. Just do your universal precautions, especially in your homes. We got to go back to taking off our shoes at the door, and we got to go back with keeping sanitizers in the car, all the way to gloves. You got to go back to that until stuff get under control, until after these 4 years are up, and hopefully we don't have to go that long with our government. God bless you. Thank you for tuning in. I did want to give that shout out to Chase, but I am having different ones call here. Nobody has mercy on you. They don't. They don't. And so God bless you, and thank you. And thank you to Carlos. You always come and support my videos. Thank you for tuning in. God bless you. Bye-bye.